What drew you to my challenge, 7 days to intentional eating? What appealed to you about it?
A friend recommended it, and she said it had been life-changing for her. The thing that really drew me to it was the word intentional. I was curious as to what that was all about.
Is it the first time you've thought of food or eating as something that could be intentional?
Yeah, absolutely. I've done various things. I think it was last year I did Noom, and that was all about calorie counting and recording what you've eaten. Your weight goes down and you don't take any more notice and the weight goes back up again. All these things state that they're going to work on the psychology of it. But over the 7 days, the discussions were a lot more practical and started to make sense in a way that you could easily grasp and go, do you know what? Yeah, I think I can start tackling that.
You've mentioned that you did Noom and a couple of other things before. What were your objectives? What are your pain points that you've been living with?
Oh, it's all about weight. As soon as you go past 50, it all goes round your middle. You just can't get into clothes. I've got wardrobes full of clothes. I refuse to buy anything new. And it's less about how much I actually weigh, it's about feeling comfortable and not having to think, what can I wear today that I can get into and it's not going to pinch me everywhere.
How would you describe the way you're eating now?
So before I just ate whatever I wanted to, I'd go to the supermarket and pick up a packet of cakes and munch my way through those, vaguely being aware it's probably not the best choice, drinking what I wanted to. Whereas now I'm a lot more conscious and aware of what I'm doing and putting in my mouth.
Would you say that you're looking at food more as a way of nourishing yourself rather than just a number of calories?
I think it's probably more the word healthy than the word nutrition.
Why is health and healthy eating so important?
You realize you're not getting younger anymore. And if you don't want to end up constantly at the doctor's, it's about the future. And I suppose you just realize that there are things that you're doing in your life that aren't really that healthy and that could potentially lead you to a situation where, can't do the things that I want to do.
Right, so a complete different shift, thinking in terms of health and future and longevity and health span rather than just weight loss.
Yes.
How do you think, having done the 7 day challenge, how do you think that's going to help you, or how has it helped you?
I think the word mindfulness, some of the exercises were really useful to actually make you start thinking about it. You can't change something if you haven't thought about it. And it makes a difference. It's unbelievable. The first thing is that you don't snack as much because you're in a thinking mode rather than just thinking about what you're doing. So you're thinking, actually, no, I'm not going to have a snack before supper. Working on the big why was just really, really useful. It's something that you can use in all facets of life. If you want to change behavior, why do you want to change it? The six hungers, that was quite new because I hadn't really thought about all of that. Which hunger is it that I'm feeling?
How do you feel going forward now? What are you doing differently?
I'm looking at recipes and I'm not looking at calories, I'm looking at what's in them. When I go to the supermarket, I'm trying not to buy snacky things because what I realized that if I have a proper meal, then actually I'm less hungry.
So
Yeah.
has it set you free from that diet mentality a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly set me free from thinking, oh, I've just got to eat lettuce.
Is that what people think dieting is? Just eat lettuce.
Well, in the summer, it's all have salad. So what does that mean? Oh, I'll have lettuce. We'll have some tomatoes and cucumber.
What would you say to anybody thinking about doing the 7 day challenge?
Do it. You see all these different diets and you can become quite skeptical about things. Put all of that to one side and find out what it's all about. Just go, I've got 7 days of curiosity to go, okay, is this something that I want to try longer term?